Miss AJ. What am I mean? Yes, I can't point to be. Shade, Obiniyama. Share, Biniyama, Kasama to Eche. Mada prison, Mamonum Zontoli. Jarade, Obiniyama. I'm coming alone, Limamushabi, Obi. Makama Samachira no Poma Minyobia, Minyobia. Weteyo, Masami, Kami alone, Limamushabi, Obi. Mapamenyo Machiren Poma Minyobia, Minyobia. Weteyo, Adumuranya. Eradi nyawanka, nyawanka, adumawura nyawanka, nyawanka. Share, wakumya dasu still yewu, wasuruko so wanakume musu, wayama kenije yadana misu, wasted him their masu still wawu, shadi wando. I'm into wonder. I know you just some I added that. Now I say watch it turn now. Worry coaching your master Guyato. Now soon in na into Muambe. Safidi so for one video bubuma. HM cruising a major 7 now. You're a dinyawa. Why am I say a nyawanka? Nyawa, Shoni no baku nyawanka. Nyawanko, erade nyawanka. Nyawanko, adumawura nyawanka. Nyawanko. Mama, mama. Eya Bobby Mamo ante kuwa vampire, Bobby ma ejat mama. Eya Bobby Mamo esinyame a vampire, Bobby mama me for mama walai. Mama nyumu heya mama, kane na chirawa wala. Mama nyumu heya mama, kane na chirawa wala. Senye binoyo, Sebo binoyo, Sambo binoyo. Oya Samo, Ashaya na yare. Shade your town for no minimuno. Cocono putin panka musro. Naso what town for no yakono, Yamasominakono, Baba, Temasam no demibokono. Fienipa, Obahaba, Fiambusa, Ochahacha. Yendo, why, Yawanka, Awera Nyawanka, Eradi Nyawanka, Nyawanka, Adumawara Nyawanka, Nyawanka, Eradi Nyawanka, Nyawanka. Is your Monday morning a reminder that you can handle whatever this week throws at you. I trust that you're all doing well in your homes or wherever you find yourself this morning. And you're welcome in here on Hstv. My name is Stephanie Ejojinam Anyana, and we're going to serve you the usuals. We're going to be on from now to approximately 9:30 a.m. giving you all the usuals. We're going to get into the kitchen with Sweet Jelly and learn a thing or two, and then we'll come back to do matters arising. We have a lot stories to share with you concerning free air SHS, talking about Ghana Water Company Limited, talking about some health conditions, especially monkeypox that has been declared as a global emergency. We'll tell you how, then we'll give you details of those stories and many others. Precious Isumans is on standby with Sports and Minutes, updating you all in the latest of sports. Today is a Monday. JK is also on standby to give you trends, to give you all that transpired in the world of entertainment, especially during the weekend. And you're welcome back once again. Healthy Mornings active on all our social media platforms. We are live on YouTube, is Hstv GH Live, and your thoughts, comments are all welcome via the WhatsApp numbers. You can send them there that you have at the right hand side of your screen. Once again, you are welcome, and permit me to introduce to you my super co-host, William Debo Pakabe. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Looks like you had a good weekend.
Yeah,
It's all over you.
Yeah, I had to make time to do all that necessary.
Okay, interesting. And we got the nails back.
Yeah.
Surprises you didn't talk about the fact that this is the last week of the month of July and it's a pay month.
I was waiting for like 2 days, then I started singing Aka 2 days, Nambusumenasu.
So this month, this week actually, people are going to get paid.
Looks like I'm not the only one who counts.
Oh no, I'm just alerting you.
Oh,
Since you're
really?
talking about it's a brand new weekend, you should have added that.
Okay,
This is a
that
pay
we
week.
should be expecting that salary.
Yeah, it's a pay week. So yeah.
It's
Now
important.
our take home takes us to the junction. It doesn't take us home. Junction Asa. So yeah, you need to alert people
That's
to know that.
true.
So I'm just reminding you of the parts that you missed in your introduction. That's all.
So please, the week is going to end. The month is going to end this week. So be ready for your, salaries. Now, enjoy and remember us. Right? Pay your tithes as well.
Are you working for them?
I'm just telling them to pay their tithes.
Okay.
Or you stop paying because of what the pastor said.
Eh?
Have you stopped paying?
Paying what?
Your tithe.
I do. I don't. Which pastor?
The pastor that was all over. saying
Creflo
that-
Dollar.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't work. I don't
You're
worship
not-
Creflo Dollar.
You are not part of his congregation.
I don't worship Creflo Dollar.
Oh, but he worships a God that we equally worship. Oh,
Well, maybe he spells his God differently. I spell mine differently.
oh so
Maybe.
you don't believe in his.
His interpretation to whatever Bible he read, the Romans part that he was talking about, that we are there for the law, not the law for us, or something like that. His interpretation is quite different.
It's quite
But remember what when I
EY.
posed the question to
Reverend EY
Donko said that if he believes sincerely what he did once upon a time was wrong, just like Zacchaeus did, every money you've taken so far, calculate everything and give it back to the people whom you took it from. Then we can say that, yeah, we can have a conversation, but how they saying there? Well, it's subject to everybody's interpretation. I mean, it's also going to bring another leg of controversy with respect to the Christianity fraternity and how people begin to appreciate and approach Titan. But that is it. It's up to you. It all comes back to you. If you think what Creflo Dollar is saying is right, then maybe you wanna go to that line. I know some people, no matter what you do to them, they will never pay that tithe, but they will take a chunk of their money, give it to the needy. They claim that is also another way of giving back to God or helping the kingdom business. Yeah. So, and don't forget, there's a part that Jesus, when he was molested, he went to people knocking on their doors, asking them for food. They didn't mind him, and he went to heaven. The parable says, "Wanyama wuni and wanyama mami." That's what they believe in. That they want to give to people. That means that they are helping the kingdom business. So yeah, that's some people's perception. So yeah, it's up to you at the end of the day.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, and I don't know. I thought you were going on and
Say
on.
what
So
again?
go ahead.
Interesting. It's fine.
Anyway, so remember last week there was a story about the AMA's law that they promulgated 2017 that has to do with noise making and all that. There shouldn't be some certain decibels in the day, during the morning, and then certain decibels in the evening. If you trespass it, then you're against the law. And some preachers who preach around the street and all that are also being arrested, and some pubs and restaurants also being cautioned and all that because of that. So we really want to understand that law and what it means, the do's and don'ts, and what it actually means to a normal people or residents that have facilities such as churches and pubs and clubs around them, and what they should know, their rights and all that. So hopefully we might get to speak to the PRO of AMA and Mr. Gilbert to find out about these things on phone. Unfortunately, he may not be able to join us on live in the studio, so we have a full conversation with him and then find out those things. It's very educative. You need to know and learn those things so that you don't bother your neighbors. Some people, they go like, oh, weekends here, weekend is here, weekend is here. They enter their rooms, they open the speakers that they have, they start making noise. Not even caring about those people, oblivious of the people around them, their tenants and all that. So that some of these things has to be taught well, so that you understand your limits.
That's true.
So that's a conversation I will have on Focus.
Well, today I'm going to have a conversation with a medical doctor, a general doctor. She's Dr. Hstv. We're going to talk about depression. It comes back at, depression amongst the youth, coming back to the words of what Professor said as regards to suicide, people being suicidal, and it's the leading causes include, heartbreaks and then marriages breaking down and all of that, and then it looks like it boils down to depression. So how are we even going to tell if this particular person is depressed? We're going to look into all of that. What are some of the warning signs? What are some of the things that they are going to, exhibit for us to know that this person is depressed and we need to take care of this person or something, even if they themselves are aware that they are depressed, or if it's up to us to be able to tell that that person is depressed. And I want to find out even the meaning of depression, because it looks like a lot of people are even abusing the word. You lose your job, I'm depressed. You lose a loved one, I'm depressed. You lose some money, I'm depressed.
That should let you know that so long as you are born in this part called Africa, the moment you are cry, the depression will be.
So I want to find out what kind of hormone it triggers in the brain, how it even affects the brain entirely. The appropriate medical explanation of depression is what I'm so much interested in, so that I can tell when someone is abusing the word. I'm like, please keep quiet, I'm not depressed.
So we can look at the causes and symptoms, preventions, and all those things as well.
If it's even a permanent condition, or you can actually come out.
That's without any human being. Okay, let me speak for Africa, maybe Ghana. We say they've never been depressed before.
But what is
a lot of things account for depression. Even when you are going for school fees from your father says, as a child, your father says he doesn't have money. You can be depressed.
Is that depression?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I want to speak with the general doctor to explain to me, because I feel like it's too strong a word people are using.
Well.
Yeah. Anything happens.
So in such the analogy I just gave, what would you tell me?
Maybe it's anxiety. You're worried. You're worried. Maybe you don't know how to ask your dad.
Well, that worry is part of depression.
Okay, then we'll find out again if it comes in stages, if we even have types.
Okay.
Because I'm reading around bipolar disorder, and it looks like
that's the highest form of it, actually.
So we'll see how it climbs from one stage to the other and all that. So it's going to be a broad conversation, and hopefully open the phone line so viewers can call and then ask whatever the question they have concerning depression, because they are having.
All right. So don't forget, as you said earlier, JK will also be seated for a review of all the entertainment stories. I'm gathering some information that our very own Kwame Eugene is likely to leave the Lynx Entertainment. It's been purported by A+. A+ has in a few days said a lot of things that, or a few years or a few months past, said things that really were true. So this could be another truth, but it's just a rumor for now. There's other stories that we'll be tabling later on and then discuss. And about the Asumdwe Park also, it was finally
I really didn't want to
rebranded.
I know that definitely you're going to bring that
rebranded. And then Kokwaido is this morning throwing a lot of shades around. There's a story I didn't pick. Well, we'll get into that one later. But there's a story I didn't pick that. Gabi posted or tweeted that he doesn't understand why people are calling for reshuffling. As if reshuffling is going to end the Russian-Ukraine war and take away COVID and make us go back to our normal days again.
I was reading something over the weekend that someone said the Russia-Ukraine war has affected Ghana more than Ukraine.
That one is true. So on that tweet, a lot of people were tweeting, and then here comes Manessa Azuri. And it says, at least to get us our gender and social protection minister. And no, dear. I didn't see any response again. It's making a lot of trends today on social media and all. But anyways, I don't think that story is important for us to get into. But his tweet and Manessa's rebuttal, they can enjoy those tweets there. So Matters Horizon, a lot of stories to share with you when we get onto that segment. And before that, as usual, we take you to the kitchen, and Suta Jelly will be there to teach us a lot of things in the kitchen as well. So on that note, we'll go for a quick breather. When we come back, Suta Jelly will be on, and then we'll come back to do Matters Horizon. Welcome to Healthy Morning.
Me alone, mama shishabi, obi. Makama sama chira no poma minyobia, wetseyo, masami. Kami alone, mama shishabi, obi. Mapama nyoma chira no poma minyobia, wetseyo. Adumura nyawanka, eradinya. Adumawara nyawanka, Sha, wakumya dasu still yawu, wasuruko so wanakume musu, wayama kenije yadana misu, wasted him their masu still wawu, shadi wando, amiti wando. I'm not just somebody I did that. Now I say watch it turn now. Worry continue mazukuyato. Now soon in na etumuambe. Safidi sofa wafidi bubuma. Ejemi recruising a major seven. Ira de nyawa. Waya mantasi nyawanka. Ira de nyawa. Shoni no baku nyawanka. Nyawanko, erade nyawanka. Nyawanko, adumawara nyawanka. Nyawanko, mama. Eya bobi mamo antekuwa, ebompaya, bobi ma ejat mama. Eya Bobby Mamo esinyame epompaya Bobby mama me forte mama wallahi mama nyuwa mu heya mama kanene na chirewa wala mama nyuwa mu heya mama kanene na chirewa wala senye binoyo sebu binoyo sambu binoyo oya samo asheye ya na yare Shade your time for no minimum Kokano kutim paka musro Naso what time for the yanko no Yamasome yanko no Baba te masam no demi bokono Fienipa Oba haba Fiembusa Ocha hacha Yendo Waya Nyawanka Awera de nyawanka Eradi nyawanka Adumawara nyawanka Eradi nyawanka Shadi wakita Bugatti so ya di trompa mawanaka In the watch a salon, no son of no asha white. Typical tenant, Miss AJ. I'm a number one.
Big shouts to Ajakumula Amana, DJ Tag. Of course, Liquid Beats has been doing the magic for years. Kofi Strings, boss, behind himself a newcomer. Chris, I say here. And we are in Q Studios. You know what I mean? Pirizo, Director Elom is behind it. MG, Pandem, Balance is in the building. Yo! Carry in it. Oh, right. I'll come back to you. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I feel say, na me die, na me see. Me say me get to move, na me say. All
right, so welcome back from the break. Just gone by was some interesting conversation about depression in the youth, and Dr. Nshira was kind enough to share with us a lot of stories with respect to how it comes, how it affects us, and how we can also manage it as we can. That was a conversation with my co-host Stephanie Ajochina. Now it's time for another interesting conversation. So if you might have chanced upon the story, or maybe you didn't even hear about it, last week AMA were on some routes or some places, arrested some few people who were preaching because there's a bylaw in place, the AMA abatement of noise bylaw 2017, that has been promulgated way back in 2017. That is about approximately 5 years now. But they decided to promulgate or make effective that law by arresting such people. Apparently, there are certain decibels of noise that should not be permitted at certain times of the day that you and I may not be aware of. So we decided to take it on an education level this morning, get to learn what exactly the law is and the stipulations and things that we can do, the do's and don'ts about that. To help us do that, I have on the line the PRO of AMA, Mr. Gilbert Niankra, to digest the whole law to us and tell us what it really is and possibly the sanctions thereafter should you go against it. So good morning to you, Mr. Ankra. Hello, good morning, Mr. Ankra.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
Hello, the line is...
Can you hear me, sir?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me now? Okay, awesome. All right, so thanks for your time this morning. Well, as I said with my premise, last week we heard about AMA going around arresting certain people, preaching around the street and all that, because we're using certain decibels of noise that should not be permitted during the day and some during the night also. Tell us about this law.
If I got you right, it's about the action the Assembly took with respect to noise pollution within the Central Business District. But before, let me say good morning to your cherished viewers, and I apologize for not being able to physically come to the studios to be able to deal with the issues. But that notwithstanding, as we are all aware, issues of noise pollution is challenge within the city, and it's not only peculiar to the Accra Metropolitan Assembly's area of vision, but other municipalities, other residents within the entire area normally complain about some of these things. So the Assembly decided to move into look at how to first and foremost enforce the law, and then use that to also educate these persons operating using PA systems. And we're not only looking at preachers or persons engaged in such activities, but it cuts across. If you look at issue of persons who even engage in these sale of
pen drive.
using their vehicles with horns on and all that. Now, if you also look at even nightclubs, all these persons are people that, if you look at the bylaw on abatement of noise, it touches clearly on them. So we decided to zoom into the central business district to first and foremost look at how best the assembly at these days. And it will interest you to know that all the preachers we came across the central business, none of them were operating with the permit, which is expected to be issued by the assembly. That's notwithstanding the volumes of their set, let me put it down, it's so loud to the extent that we just had complaints. If you look at the north, the road, that particular stretch, it houses the Accra Hstv office. And we've had complaints on that particular stretch, especially. Let me briefly look at what the law clearly states when you want to look at the abatement of noise.
Okay.
And it's quite clear that places for sale of record of music. So there are even times when you have some of these spinners, they do some of these things with music, and they will open the volumes of their sets to the extent that it creates a lot of nuisance. For all these, the bylaw clearly what one is expected to do with respect to adhering to the exact decibel within the entire area.
All right, Mr. Ankara, please educate us. What are the decibels expected? And how can, let's say, somebody living in a commercial area or a residential area be able to tell the volume of the decibels at that particular time? How do we tell?
Thank you very much. If you look at what is happening within the law, in terms of monitoring and being able to tell exactly what the decibels, the mandated decibels are, you know, the assembly most of the time uses these decimeters. And for these, let me also use this opportunity to also say that we had some challenges with some of these monitoring equipment. But thankfully, the first female mayor of the city of Accra recently presented additional decimeters, about 5 to these our public health officers. And this is what is being used to ascertain the levels which is mandated. If you look at the regulations governing, for instance, the central business district, if you want to look at the central business district, for instance, it's quite clear that the mandated decibels expected of anyone would be between 75 decibels within the day and then 65 at night. But it will interest you to note that on our enforcement drive, what we had was way above 80. And for some of these things, it is a challenge. It is a challenge. Recently, the assembly even had to move into a residential area around Ablikuma, South constituency, Soti to be precise. And we had to even hold a fellowship which is going on as a result of the noise pollution coming out from that particular residential area. So it is quite clear that there are rules and regulations when it comes to. Let me delve into the bylaw. If you look at section 7 of the bylaw, which deals with the religious institutions with respect to abatement of noise, it states quite clear, for instance, that a church conducting a religious service shall not play music allow music to be played or preached or prayed at the service so loud to cause disturbance or nuisance to residents in the area. And if you look at the complaints we're having, they even have some of them doing some of these activities after 10 p.m., which is not acceptable.
That's true. I know I can cite a number of places and stories that I've heard about this. But this law was done in 2017. Why now that all of a sudden looks like AMA have gotten the strength from somewhere and they're now going about trying to institute that law? Why now?
Let me give you a clear example. And it's not only happening within the AMA institution. Of course, since 2017, we could give you references. We could give you areas where we've even moved to deal with some of these things. I can give you a clear example of the Usu area. I remember one time I was even part of the task force. It was a Friday, and that we were dealing with nightclubs. In as much as they were within the residential area, they were expected to obey the noise level requirements. And residents within that particular enclave complained. So with respect to dealing with the issues, it is not now that they are said, but of course, now the assembly, the public health officers have been equipped and encouraged to also do more, because if you look at the provision of these equipment to monitor some of these noise levels within the system, it's also helping to do the work. But let me also add that in doing some of these things, the assembly also takes into consideration the kind of complaints that normally comes in from residents, and it is very, very alarming.
Okay. All right. Finally, part of what you said,
Medina thought of even dealing with some residents operating a drinking spot and disturbing people within the community. So a lot is being done to deal with the issue.
All right, Mr. Akra.
You may say that, yes, why are we doing it now?
Okay.
But for us as a city, we think it is not late to enforce our law. And let me use this opportunity to also commend your institution for also giving us this opportunity to let the people also know what the law states when it comes to issues of abatement of noise.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Gilbert Niankroy. He happens to be the PRO of AMA. He joined us to educate us on the law, the abatement of noise making bylaw 2017. That he says the new minister has also equipped more of them. That is the health service sector of the department of the AMA to now embark on such arrests should you go beyond your normal decibels of noise in your area that you find yourself. So yes, we're hoping to have more in studio, more discussion about that, and then find out more details with respect to even those who need permission, as in the lay preachers who you see them on the street preaching. What kind of permission do they need to even go about their normal preaching? So that was a discussion we had. We thank you for joining us. We're going to wrap up at this conversation, and then I'll make way for the man James Uafe, AKJK, for an interesting conversation on health attainment. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Cause we are Simo Bishel, Bibe, Tibia, you are Dana, Tipe. Abai Meta so in Chinipi, and Sadika Crevi, Membonimi. Friday Bakubina, my club, Binyamayo, Bakubiana, my chocolate. One corner, one gunner. So what's your sad and I have a brand tema, bro, in Canada. But me music, I'm a famous. Big shout to DJ Tag, Lampard, I see you. Come on, hey, Betieni Panoanka. Betieni Panoanka. Eka get it, come in the shabby. Eka get it, come in the shabby. Betieni Panoanka, menu fear. Betieni Panoanka, man, yeah. But say, Eka get it. Boy, okay, I see you. Last year by this time I'm dead. Miniska with me with home, but I'm a planet. I know what I go do tomorrow, tonight I have it. Dima tell me coffee coat for the Baba coming. Woka my Sam de Bia Minty, Mende Woka, now see me. Look it, I'm focused. Me pass me, I'm home boss. And cha when I feel. I'll be boots and man, I want to. They say my songs, we are I won't cry. And so many till we are just having crying. No go round from me. Piri, I see you. No, Ghana people, we first started listening good music, you know. Because most of us, yeah, because of it, yeah, because of hate. And you never come and it's a difference, no, and you hate to hate. Yeah, come on. Baby, I can get it, come in the service. Man, yeah, but any pano, I got menu fear. But say, I can get it, come in the service. I can get it, come in the service. Praise the Lord, hallelujah, in the past. Never I knew, Yame, never see the new, Yame. Oh, by your mercy and your grace, I am grateful. You've turned my life around. Big shout to Amanda Lamp.
So welcome back. It's still Healthy Morning right here on Hstv. We're wrapping up with Healthtainment, and today I don't have a guest in the studio. I'm going to give you trends, things happening all over social media. I'm going to, give you a gist of happenings. I know Steph came in talking about depression and all that. I know how depression is very serious, Charlie. You need to see a doctor or talk to a friend, someone who is trustworthy, who you can share, stuff with, so that we kill away depression. So moving away, I'm going straight to my first story. We have Kweku Darlington right here. So we all know we had something happened that is in France. We had Ghana Music Awards in France, and Kweku Darlington won the best collaboration of the year. So congratulations going out to you, Kweku Darlington, from Hstv, Healthy Morning, the production team, and everyone wishing you congratulations. So let's go check out the video of happenings in France. Yeah, so that was Kweku Darlington right there. He won the award. That was a collaboration of the year with the song Sika Abefi. So congratulations again going out to you, Kweku Darlington. So moving away from him, we'll go straight to Kwabena. Kwabena. He had he was on an interview with Kobiche where he said that we are subject to ridicule when it comes to awards here in Ghana. That's what Kwabena had to say. He says we are subject to ridicule when it comes to awards here in Ghana. He shared his view when it comes to awards. He made mention that we have Ghana Music Awards in the Central Region, Ghana Music Awards in the Northern Region. How credible are these awards, and are these boards or people who organize these awards, are they will I say, are they genuine, or are they looking out for people who are really doing well to honor them? But he made mention that it's a subject to ridicule. He doesn't see any use when it comes to Ghanaian awards. So quickly, let's go check out what Kwabena had to say.
In Ghana.
You see, I'll tell you something, Kobe. I'll tell you something. I think that we are a subject of ridicule when it comes to awards. I don't know if anybody in the world is watching us and watching us very, very well. I don't think we'll consider our award schemes as something very credible or something we should look at or something we look at as, the yardstick. No. Reason, why am I saying that? I'm saying this because there are so many award schemes in our country. Ghana Music in Kwan. Ghana Music Awards. Ghana Music Awards UK. Ghana Music Awards Germany, Ghana Music Awards USA, Ghana Music Awards Central Region, Ghana Music Awards Western Region, Ghana Music Awards Northern Region, Ghana Music Awards And I ask myself, who are the organizers of these things? What are the roles they have played in the Ghanaian music industry?
Okay, so that's what Kwabena had to say when it comes to Ghanaians awarding musicians and the scheme of award and all that. So moving away from that story, we'll go straight to Big Ivy. She's also in the news. She dropped a song with that CJ Bigger Man and is making waves. And we have a Nigerian woman also coming in saying she's going to throw in a battle. So quickly, let's check out this video. So. Okay, so we apologize for the technical issue right there, but I'm going to play that video to you during lunchbox. I'm going to give you more gist with that story. So moving away from that story, we'll go straight to DJ Khaled. He's in the news. We saw a video of him jamming to Black Sherry's song, and we had people reacting to it. We saw Black Sherry himself commenting under the post, and yeah, he's making waves. So congratulations going out to you, Black Sherry. Your song is doing super well, and we're waiting to see you go to Grammys, having nominations right there, winning it and bringing it back to Ghana. So let's check out the video of DJ Khaled jamming to Black Sherry. Yeah, so quite an interesting video right there. We have our very own DJ Khaled jamming to Black Sherry's song, and as I said earlier, congratulations to him. The song is doing super well, and we're looking out for Grammys, and I know it's going to happen very soon. So this is where we draw the curtain on today's edition of Healthy Morning Ride on Hstv. It's been quite an interesting conversation through from Stay Alive. We had Diego also coming in with a phone in here. and myself bringing you Healthy Team. And tomorrow we're coming your way again with another full pack of a show. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Hstv Live on YouTube. I just want you to go there, click on the link, share it with your friends, like it, share our videos and tell people we have great content right here at Hstv. So have a good morning, stay safe wherever you are. My name is JK.
You're praising them. We always want to see our enemies alive. If they die, who go motivate me? Big shout outs to Ajay Kumalama, Amana, DJ Tag, of course, Liquid Beats. He's been doing the magic for years. Kofi Strings, boss, behind himself a newcomer. Chris, Hstv, and we are in Q Studios. You know what I mean? Pirizo, Director Elom is behind it. MG, Pandem, Balance is in the building. Yo! Carry the name.